was an exercise in cowardice. It's not even like we weren't pressing, we weren't setting up low block. It's like we just had players on the field.
Just bodies.
Just bodies. Like I couldn't even say they were doing cardio. It's like, you know what it was? They were doing a peaceful protest. That's what the Liverpool players were doing.
Hello and welcome to another weekend match reaction here on the Goal Line Conversation TV. Guys, you know, your very own boys here at Michael. I'm Michael, and we have told you here from the Act Well Actually podcast, guys. Check him out. He just released the content. You have to go check it out. I was watching it, and if you're wondering what's going on behind the scenes and there, you know what? Let me not ruin it. But if you're a movie fanatic, you will literally want to have tune in this episode. If you're a movie fanatic, if you're an upcoming actor or actress, go check it out. You're gonna get a lot of like wisdom and bites, things that's gonna motivate you. So go check it out. So whether you're a fan, whether it's a career, just go check it out. I watched it. I think I watched it all the way to halfway, and then I got distracted by something else. But it's definitely still on my watch list, and I got to finish that because I'm actually learning. Because there's some things that the guests mentioned, and I was like, I actually thought that these people used to get a lot of money, and I'm out here thinking they ain't getting shaggy. So, guys, go check it out. But here, guys, today, this is the weekend match reaction. We're going to be talking to you about a lot of the games that was played highlighting some of the games that were played this weekend. So, guys, stay tuned. If you didn't watch the Premier League this weekend, don't worry. We got you. We got therapy. We got banter. We got passionate conversation. Everything you're going to find here. So sit tight and stay tuned. All right, let's start from the first game. The first game I have on my list is obviously the last game that was played, which is Liverpool versus Man City. Liverpool lost 2-1 in Anfield. And honestly speaking, before let me set the stage. When I started watching this game second half, and I was like, well, Liverpool are they're killing Man City. Like they're taking them to the sword. So I was expecting like, come on, like obviously I was half-heartedly supporting Liverpool because I was like, my boy told you, I don't want him to have a bad Sunday. So I was supporting. But on the other hand, I know that there's one long-time club that I have plot against, the Gunners. I said, Man City needs to continue to keep this pressure on. So I was kind of divided. But I was watching it, just enjoying it. And I was like, okay, Liverpool seems to have figured it out because I checked the stats in the first half and I was like, damn, Man City really they looked like they dominated that first half. And the second half, I was like, well, Liverpool, they figured it out. So clicking on guess. And if you have not watched it, I'm not going to give you any reaction. Go to Toju's page, go check out his reaction to the game. But what I wanted to talk about here was, from your point of view, what went wrong? I think that's what I want to focus on. What went wrong? Because as I was watching that game, like you said, second half, you were on it. You were on them. You were suffocating them with so many chances. And I was like, the way you people are going, you are going to wound these people. But what went wrong? Because from the free kick that Szoboszlai had, fantastic free kick, by the way, which we're going to come back to. From the free kick to Silva equalizing, it was like a split of a second, and like they grabbed that game from the depth of hell and they resuscitated that game back to life. But from your point of view, what went wrong? What did you feel created that fight back from City? Because it looked like you were in cruise control. But what's your take on that?
So, like you said, you didn't watch the first half. Mm-hmm. If you had watched the first half, you would have noticed that City were dominating in a way as if they were playing against a relegation team. They had like 2/3 of possession. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure if we had a shot on target in the first half. Yeah. Because I know we had 2 shots on target total. So I think, and I used this line in the match reaction, it was an exercise in cowardice. It's not even like we weren't pressing, we weren't setting up low block. It's like we just had players on the field.
Just bodies.
Yeah, just bodies. Like I couldn't even say they were doing cardio. It's like, you know what it was? They were doing a peaceful protest. That's what the Liverpool players were doing on the field. It was a peaceful, like they're not getting in the way. They're not bothering anybody. They're not at any risk for arrest. They were just on the field, just trying to get the message out there. That's what they were doing, outreach.
They didn't even do the Minnesota people that were here like kicking the cars.
Nothing. Just
peaceful.
So
wow.
Like Man City didn't try one long ball from the keeper. Every time they played out of the back.
Wow.
Just getting around
So
them.
no
like
pressure at all on
nothing.
Donnarumma. There is not even like a ball-playing goalkeeper.
To the point that even when Liverpool tried to press, everyone was doing like this. You know those around the corner passes where once you just turn your leg one kind and the ball has gone. And it worked every time. Sometimes multiple times in the same sequence. And just I'm just looking at this and I'm like, Klopp would have run onto the field and dragged everybody off by their ears. Like, what kind of nonsense is this?
Wow.
Yeah, that's for that first half. And the funny thing, I was just like, I'm just watching this thing like, this is what you people want me to sell it. Immediately they finished that thing. I just went to Liverpool. I went to go and make my son's bottle. I'm like, he has more energy than you people. Like, you're not even ashamed. You're not even ashamed.
Wow.
But second half, I have to give it to them. Like, it's almost like someone told them, match, don't start too. I don't know if you guys are aware, but match, don't start. And everybody's like, sorry. You mean the people in blue? That's who we're playing against? And they were like, yes, like, okay, my bad. And then that's when they like turned up.
Wow.
They were actually on the front foot. They were like, pressing them. Have you ever seen City playing a match that they don't have the ball? That's what we're doing in the second half.
Yeah, you were on them like a fly, man.
Yeah, even the thing is, even with that, now 35-yard free kick that we had to score. It's like every time. Man, I'll let you drive. I don't suggest it because
let's pause there. That free kick. I think somebody was saying it. I think I was watching the game. I was watching some guys that they were live streaming, kind of live streaming with the game. So I like watching because I like to hear people's thoughts. And the guy was like, this is gonna be like a Ronaldo free kick. To God, it literally was identical to Ronaldo's free kick. I think it's not Wigan. It was one of those teams that wore white and blue. It's either Wigan or I think Ronaldo has done it twice. He did it in the Champions League and then he did it in the Premier League. But it was literally like Ronaldo's free kick. Probably the same distance. If anything, it's probably like a yard or two off. And the way he hit that ball, as I was watching that, I was like, this is the most simple technique, but the most difficult thing to read, because Donnarumma was like, that was going wide. He sliced it wide. But the way it was so sweet. So other than how magnificent the free kick was, because it is. This, and you mentioned something in our chat. So preview, you people don't have, said this is probably top 5, one of the most top 5 free kick takers.
Top from 2000.
Wow. And that's true. Okay, who are the top 4?
So obviously Gerrard, Trent, someone that people won't recognize, Luis Suarez. Then I would probably say like Gary McAllister.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's somebody I've forgotten.
Yeah. So I would say top 5. And
what about Reese? That your defender that just has this shot from. Is your right back?
left back.
That guy that is short. I remember when I used to play FIFA and Pro with him. That guy's shot is from short power.
So it'd probably be between him and McAllister for that last spot. But this is 4 direct free kicks in one season, all competitions. That's the most since Suarez in 2012-2013.
Wait, he scored 4? I remember. Okay, the one Man City won. Arsenal won. Which other one did he score again?
So the one that Salah laid off to him as well.
That's in the Champions League, right?
Yeah, that's why I said all competitions.
Oh, Champions League. Whoa. Damn, this guy. You see, before that free kick, there was one free kick that Salah was supposed to leave for him. And I saw that free kick. I was like, Salah, you have no job playing any free kick. Salah, if Liverpool fans, you better want Salah. Because if you want to live with dignity, Don't come and be using the shine that this boy needs to be making and needs to be cementing himself. See the rubbish. And Szoboszlai was like, bro, you sure you got this? And he said, don't worry, I got it. I'm going to cross it. That guy, whether it's not a cross, it's not a shot. That's the worst part of it. If you know you cannot shoot, Baba, cross. There are defenders there that are going to know the ball. You are here playing it into the stands. Yeah, Madueke shot. Now, what's the difference? Anyway, let's move on. Let's not dwell on it. But Szoboszlai, and I put it in the chat. I said, if this guy does not enter the team once this season, something is wrong. And I don't care where, to be honest. If you want to play him right back. Obviously, Timber will have a shout on that. But he has to fit somewhere in the Premier League team of this season when it's all said and done, because this guy has been outstanding. Even if because I'm thinking about midfield. See Zubimendi, I see Declan Rice entering their ball. Who's the third midfielder that has been like? The other person I can think about is probably Fernandes.
Fernandes probably.
Has
Yeah.
also been good.
As much as it pains me to say it,
Yeah, he's actually been good. All right. But he has to be there. He has to be part of the 12 or how many people. Even if he's the 12th man, I don't care. What he has given to this Liverpool team. Without him, where will Liverpool be? Where will Liverpool be?
Fighting for relegation.
All right, let's move on. Szoboszlai, man. Shout out to Szoboszlai, man. He's been an incredible player. Outstanding player. Has to be Liverpool player of the year.
But
I don't even care.
But today, everything today was the full Szoboszlai experience. Was the full Szoboszlai experience.
It really was.
You know what it is? It's like dessert. When you eat too much, it's sweet. It's like, belly don't pay me. And I knew I was lactose intolerant. Oh God, what is happening? That was the experience we had with Szoboszlai today.
Man, that's crazy. That's crazy. All right, let's move on because of time. Because I can spend 30 minutes just talking about this game. But the question I have next for you is: Did Liverpool bottle this game, or were Man City did they just find their form at the right time?
So, and I think even from a neutral perspective, they'll say that the officiating was suspect at best.
Yeah.
So we had, I want to say, like 4 legit shouts for a PK. So the points that Salah, I think there was a stat that Jack Grealish got called, like fouls against Grealish. More of them were called for him in one season than Salah had gotten in the 4 previous seasons combined. So I don't know if it's a reputation thing, but he's just not getting calls. There was a scramble in the box at the end where they didn't even do a VAR check.
Yeah. And I think that's actually what led to...
the goal. Yes.
The goal, yeah.
Because everybody's up front. So there was no VAR check. There was one that
somebody on the floor.
Yeah.
And I was like...
And that's Chiesa. There was Bernardo Silva kicked to McAllister's head. At McAllister's head level, yes, now.
I missed that.
Nothing again. So it's like you don't want to use officiating as an excuse because aggressive teams usually get those calls. Teams on the front foot usually get those calls. Then you can see the whole disaster that happened between Szoboszlai and Haaland at the end. Like obviously, that was the correct call. However, it's just like, yeah, of course it's going to happen to Liverpool. Of course.
Just give the goal.
But the thing is,
give the goal.
But the thing about that is, it's not an advantage played because there'll be people saying that Haaland pulled Szoboszlai down.
Yeah, so they didn't want to look like, okay, why is that guy pulling him back and then you're counting the goal? So they didn't want to look stupid. So they were like, all right, let's go review. All right, we got to call that one.
But then you
first.
have to call, yes.
Yeah, so
but then the thing is, if you want to pull it even further back, you would go back to the Liverpool box. But it's like, no, this is where we're just starting from this phase of play. Yes. And it's like everybody would have benefited from just call it a goal. And we go home.
Yes, move on.
However, if it comes down to goal difference at the end of the season, Arsenal will look back to this. So, did we bottle it? No, because the intent to actually win wasn't there. Sure, we were leading at some point. But the actual intent to win, and we've been talking about this dying minute stuff that Liverpool has been doing. Now, Liverpool has conceded 4 90 plus minutes. This thing 90 plus minutes. It's already joint most in PL history.
For real?
Joint most in PL history already, right now.
Y'all breaking records? The wrong type of records?
You know who I tied with? With Wigan.
Nah.
Wigan and West Ham of like 2017 or something like that.
Damn, that's far, man.
That's what we're doing. So again, when you concede like that, and then even look at that PK, even that PK self, like the ball was in the stands before.
Yeah, I said that, but when I saw it afterwards, I feel like Alisson did not help the situation. Why? He's already going out. It's not even like on target. Just let him ride. And
that's what's going on with the team. It seems like, you know what it is? It's to mix sports. It's like with what happened with the 2018 Cavs. So the 2017 Cavs beat the Warriors.
Yeah.
And after that, everybody just got old all at once. That's what's happening to Liverpool. So if you're constantly at 8 out of 10, like they've been, Van Dijk, Salah, Alisson, if you simply drop to a 7 out of 10, That's the difference between title contenders and fighting for Champions League. And that seems to be what's happening now.
Yeah.
And this is not to we're not taking away anything they've done in the past. Absolutely not. But what's happening right now? Because he has these mental lapses. There was a time that he was coming out like, as a sweeper keeper, and he slipped. And I'm like, dude, what is happening?
There's one time he even came for the ball. He missed totally the ball and almost hit the guy. Like
it's a lot.
He almost hit Mamouche. You could have got a record if he wasn't careful. If Mamouche knew how to dive well, he has a record.
Yeah, and Verts, this was supposed to be the game that open play, bro. But when there's nobody there's nobody that's getting the ball to you. So it's like he's just half-heartedly pressing. Ekitike, non-existent.
Ekitike dropped the stinker in this
game.
He dropped a stinker. Like headers, literally sitters, headers. You are the tallest guy at that place. It's your breakfast.
I honestly, I don't even know what to say, because this was supposed to be a game like, okay, no low block. No, you play football. And see what happened, man.
All right, let's move on to the next question I have for you, which is, at what point is it enough? Should the Liverpool board act now, or should they let him ride, which is Arne Slot, the rest of the season out, and then just kind of say, because it's inevitable now. It looks like they're definitely going to let him go. It's an unofficial announcement that is waiting to happen. But my thing is, you've seen Chelsea sack Enzo Maresca, pick up form, 4 wins in a row. Man, you sacked Amorim, 4 wins in a row. Carrick has come in. I'm sort of taking the same set of players. They haven't bought anybody new. Same thing with Chelsea. The only person they bought was one of the defenders from Strasbourg. But he has not played a huge part in the 4 wins in a row. But same set of players, but just different ideology, different mentality. So my question now is, do you act now? Which is it's unlike Liverpool's DNA. But for you to save and salvage what is left of your season, do you want to stand on your morals, or do you want to say, scrap? This is pivot right now. We're pivoting, sharp turn. So what's your take on that?
So let's put a pin in that word mentality that you said. I'll come back to that.
Okay.
So you asked me, is it time? So we're on the 39th day of 2026. Liverpool has 1 Premier League win in 2026.
Yeah, that's a sackable offense, to be honest.
One Premier League win.
That's a sackable offense.
The 39th day of the year.
And you have not played the likes of Arsenal or like the top teams. Like, it's not like you've been out here
just
fighting.
Man City. It's Man City. And that whole... Let me even give you one better. In our last 20 Premier League matches, Liverpool has only won 6.
That's Amorim levels that we are. Anything
that's not Amorim. That's worse than Roy Hodgson. Think about Roy Hodgson in a time when he only had
days.
He had £24 million for his entire transfer window.
Yeah, that's some dark days, man.
24 million. That's you are doing worse than that after spending 450. Nah. So I'll just leave that with you. That's what we're dealing with right now. That's what we're dealing with right now.
I'm seeing that meme of you just.
I've packed his load already. I've packed his load. The Uber is on the way.
You ain't even got Uber Black. You gotta share it.
Right.
You gotta share that.
Because because think about it, when you said mentality, so like whether it's a caretaker like Carrick, bringing a Gerrard, where he's going to tell you to your face the only, like, there's nothing you people here have done that I've not done 10 times over.
True.
Obviously, maybe the PL, but that you've done in this Liverpool, your name here, you can't argue with me here.
You have not played the kind of teams that I played in Champions League,
and you've not carried the way I've carried this team. So it's like, even because you can just be like, I'm never going to get this opportunity again. I'm going to, even if I have to be the sacrificial lamb of weeding out the people that shouldn't be here. It can be that, or just bring in Xabi Alonso right now. And he'll give us our own Rosinha bounce. Let's be that. We've had the ingredients, we've just been mixing it wrong. That's what one person was using to make bread, we're using it to make donuts.
Wow.
Like, same ingredients, let's make it work. And the first thing can be that Cody Gakpo cannot do anything for Liverpool except community outreach.
Brother man, you are on point with that Cody Gakpo thing. Because let me tell you something. And I've been telling you, since this season started, I wanted to speak in different tongues for you. That's how passionate I am with you, with this conversation. I've been mentioning him. I don't know what Chiesa has done to this man. Somebody has to explain to me because it's not making sense. Because even for that reason alone, it is a sackable offense. What Chiesa has done to this man, somebody has to tell us. Because either Chiesa has some mafia family that has blackmailed him. Chiesa has some mafia family that has blackmailed him. Because I don't understand, though. I do not understand. All right. Cody Gakpo, that guy has some sins that he has to pay for. And how he keeps getting started over Chiesa, the likes of Chiesa and Rio, there are some crimes that, when you talk about, and this is where I'm like, I agree with you. This man, he keeps doing the same thing over and over and over again, and he keeps expecting the same results. And to be honest, as a coach, at one point, you have to say, Gakpo, that left wing, it's like there's no creativity coming out of that. In fact, it has gotten so bad that you just force it to poor Salah. That's why no wonder the guy is overworked. No wonder the guy is overworked. No wonder the guy is like, it's just like frustrated sometimes because it's just like every time you don't even make that left wing work at all. You end up coming back into the middle your striker is supposed to be occupying. That's where Ekitike is supposed to be running channels and everything. So that Gakpo, I've seen your facial reaction, and it's similar to every other Liverpool fans' reactions that I've seen as it relates to their relationship with Cody Gakpo. But honestly speaking, that guy, and next game he will still starting. That's the foolish thing that is happening. Next game, I guarantee you will start him. He will start him. So anyway, I can see why you have already called Isuba, and if Isuba is not yet. If Isuba has not picked him up yet, I will go to London and go and pick him up for him. Man U versus Spurs. So Man U finally breaks their hold that Spurs have on them. Let's praise the Lord for them. Hallelujah. Somebody. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
We don't support the devils, but we are just thanking God for their life because finally they have seen joy. They have seen the light. Anyway, I wanted to ask, this win, especially the one they had over Spurs, is this down to Michael Carrick's brilliant tactics, or was it just due to the fact that Romero decided to have a foolish moment of madness, which is typical of him? He does this every season or so. He did it against Chelsea. He have done it. There are multiple times he has done this, and plus he's had a lot of issues with the Tottenham board anyway. So I wanted to ask, are Man U just really enjoying the fact that teams have not yet caught up to them yet? Because one thing about Premier League is that as a new coach, you enjoy the luxury of nobody knows how to figure you out yet. So you'll be enjoying but once they figure you out, go and ask Conte when they figured out
go and ask Slot now.
Go and ask Slot. Go and ask Guardiola. Once they figure you out, and that's why Guardiola till today, every time he keeps changing it for them. He will change it, bring new taxes. But I wanted to ask, is this their new form, especially this last victory that they had against Spurs? Is it down to just tactical genius, or was it down to the fact that, honestly speaking, Spurs were 10 men down and it was inevitable that they were going to concede?
So I know it's going to sound like I'm hating on Man U, but I'm not. Mm-hmm. I think if you play with 10 men for over 60 minutes, mm-hmm, the cracks are going to show a lot more. Especially, so they asked Thomas Frank. Thomas Frank was saying something in defense of Christian Romero in the post-game press conference that, this is not typically what Romero does. And the reporter had to tell him, Romero is the club record holder for red cards. And Thomas Frank looked like he had seen a ghost. He said, what? He said, you don't mean it. He said, yes. No, Thomas, this is exactly what he does. So when we can say Man U is playing much better, much better than they have. Mm-hmm. And they played against a team that was severely hamstrung. Because even when they were still chasing the match at 1-0, before Bruno got that second, it was just, man, I'm just tired of seeing good things happening to them. So even when we're talking about this, I'm just like, man, if it's against Liverpool, Tottenham will get a red card and they'll still beat us. That's what Slot has put in my mind now. Football not even sweet again. What is this? But yeah, and then violent conduct. So he's now going to miss 3 matches. Yeah. So no, actually he's missing 4 because this is his second red card of the season. Oh. Yeah, it's his second red. So he's missing 4 matches, not even 3. Yeah, missing 4.
Man, do you think Spurs can actually get relegated? Like people keep saying that they're not gonna get relegated.
No.
But they're looking, they're dangling around that area.
They are 6 points ahead of West Ham.
But West Ham is picking up form. They just won against Leeds, which the relegation partners. But hey, if West Ham pick up form, this relegation fight is maybe hotter than people think it is, because people are like, it's a foregone conclusion, but it's looking like you're gonna hit up, because if a team like Tottenham and West Ham go down, I don't want to know.
Look at this way. West Ham's next match is against Man U, so we'll see.
Oh yeah, that's true. We'll see what West Ham are truly made of.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that United guy, that will finally get his haircut. He may finally get his haircut.
I don't even know what kind of bet that was. That 5 wins in a row. So even a draw will restart the counter.
That's the crazy part about it. That even if they draw, it's like it restarts. I know in my heart of hearts, I know that boy is praying for a draw. He doesn't want to cut that hair.
The ride can't be over now.
He does not want to cut the hair.
The ride can't be over now.
That boy is praying. Ask some people back in Nigeria to be praying to pray for him. That please, I don't want them to lose, but at least a draw, because the sponsorship this guy has gotten from this thing. Even Man U fans are tired of it. Man U fans, they want to cut his hair. Do you know if he live streams that haircut, the amount of money he will make from that, because the amount of people that will tune in to say, finally, you are getting that haircut. And if because that hair now, I don't know what type of content he's going to have now, because he has made that the source of where I'm making money and the source of content. So once the hair is gone, bro, what you got? But we'll see.
You start the counter all over again too now. No matter what happens against West Ham, he's starting a counter all over.
At that point, nobody's going to take it serious. But bro, shift, Jerry, shift. Anyway, last question I wanted to ask before we head off is, can Man U actually finish over City? Because the way City is going, I think that they want to contend, but they are not serious. And I've seen them. Because Liverpool, let's not get it twisted. On another day, this game could have ended, in that second half especially, it could have ended 2-0 quickly. And by then, Liverpool City was dead and buried. Haaland could not finish his dinner. Marmoush, that guy is looking like a Timo Werner 2.0, if you know what I mean. So, can Man U, and this is their form that they are going and how they're winning games, can they actually finich above? If they finish above City, Manchester will not rest. But do you actually think they're capable of doing that? I guess
no.
You don't. Your belief have not reached that place.
No. Arsenal is 6 points ahead of Man City. Man City is 6 points ahead of Man United. No.
I feel like you are saying that no, in like I rebuke it.
Because see, so even as bad as City have been, and this is bad in quotes, they have one Premier League loss since November.
Oh wow. They just drew a lot of games.
Just one Premier League loss since November.
Why you thinking I thought they were like,
because they had the Man U and then the Bodo Glimt back-to-back losses. Okay. Yeah, so it's one Premier League.
So you never reached that. I've not gotten that.
And this is the thing I keep telling you people. After the new year, I think in the previous, maybe not counting last year, in the previous like 3 or 4 years, I think they had 8 losses total between January and May over the course of 3 seasons. Man City, they know they play after Christmas. You people don't understand. Okay. And they've already gotten 1 loss this year. That means they've already taken their loss for the first quarter of the year. You come again in April before you get another loss from them in Premier League. So get what you can.
All right, Man U fans, you heard it here first. Don't get your hopes up. Just enjoy the 4th. Maybe you get that 3rd, because Aston Villa don't look like they actually want that 3rd position. And they have Champions League, so they're probably going to drop out of that race very quickly. So maybe you get that 3rd. If they finish at top of Chelsea, man, I'm not really sure, but I think Man U fans are too excited now to take off Chelsea right now. I think it's Liverpool that will suffer the consequences of this turn. They will remember you before they remember me. Slot has to go. Slot has to go for real. The shame that he has brought on you guys. Oh my God. Anyway, that wraps it up here for me. Guys, if you're stuck with us so far, we actually had more, but time is not on our side and people have to go to work. So we're gonna wrap it up here. But if you've enjoyed it so far, drop a like, subscribe on both our individual channels, hype up the videos. Hype is there. I've seen hype working, and I've hyped some people. So guys, return the favor. Hype up our stuff. push our stuff up in the rankings so that way algorithm recommends the content to people that have similar taste such as you. So please hype up our video, like, subscribe, comment. Liverpool fans, let me know. Are you booking the Uber? And if you're in London and you're watching this, or you're in England, not London, if you're in England, feel free. You can create a GoFundMe account. Maybe
volunteer your van. Volunteer your van. Do nothing. Just show up at Anfield with your van.
Show up at
we'll take care of the rest.
I just put slots in here. Anyway, let us know, guys, in the comment. Let us know. I like when you fans are giving us their thoughts and in the comments. So let us know in the comments below what you think about Man U's form, Liverpool, slot leave now. Don't out. We have already said out before. Leave with immediate effect. Uber is waiting for you. Anyway, let us know, guys, in the comments, and we'll catch you guys on the next episode of the Weekend Match Reaction. Peace out, guys. Thank you.